What is up, everybody? Give me just a moment here. All right. Wow, did you see that? That is the market closing right now. Of course, there is a lot of volume going through it. Anyways, this isn't a trading video per se. This is an update video to a video that I've already had on my channel that I uploaded a long time ago, and it's titled, "What is this channel about?" I feel that video is no longer valid anymore, seeing how the channel is actually gaining traction and growing, which is something I've never expected. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the good comments, the thumbs up. I just appreciate how you guys like my transparency and how I just don't beat around the bush and I just show you what you want to see. And that's you want to see a fucking trade. You want to see a trade, and you want to see a trade happen in real time. I mean, granted, my videos are recorded. I stream my entire trading days. That's essentially how this channel started. I was told when you're new, you want to review your trades, and the best way to do that with order flow is to record the trading day. Because essentially, this order flow, the only way to really capture this sort of data you're seeing come through is to record it. And I feel reviewing your trades is a very, very, very powerful way to become better at trading, okay? Maybe you didn't see something that in the order flow that was telling you not to take the trade, but you took the trade anyways, and then when you come back and review it, you realize, holy shit, I didn't see that. It makes sense now. That was a dumb trade. Or you take a really good trade, maybe you didn't understand why it was a good trade, and you go back and you watch the order flow over and over, and you're actually watching yourself click the mouse on the particular trade, and you get to see the precise entry because you recorded it, and then you can see why maybe it was a good trade. Give me just a moment here. I want to actually... there we go. See what's going on here. Anyways, so this channel, I don't consider myself an educator. I'm not a guru. I'm not a fucking guru. I don't consider myself an educator, okay? All I am is a trader sharing my trades with you guys. And all I do is break down why I took the trade and why it makes sense. An order flow is a skill-based game. There is no shortcut to becoming good at this. There is no way. It takes a lot of experience. Just like an athlete, they don't just go out there and play games and that's it, right? They have to practice. They have to practice all the time. For instance, Michael Jordan, right? Why was he such a good player? He was the first one to practice on the court. He was the first guy to show up to practice and the last guy to leave. Order flow trading or scalping using order flow is the same exact thing. There is no magical indicators. There is no definite buy here, sell there type things. Yes, there are some patterns that play itself out over and over within the market, but essentially, it's completely discretionary-based trading, and you have to have a feel for it. You have to have a feel for it. Just like if you're throwing a football or dribbling a basketball, it's a feel thing, okay? Same thing with trading. And that's all I'm doing is sharing with you guys something that definitely has a huge learning curve. And I want to help you guys cut that learning curve as much as possible. I want you guys to understand it. Now, that's all this is I show you real live trades as they're happening, and I break it down why I'm entering, why I'm exiting, and what's happening in the order flow. And those of you who've been with me for a while, who've been watching all my videos, you understand what this channel is about. I'm going to continue to do that. This channel grew accidentally. Essentially, it was for my own private use. Instead of recording everything and storing it on a hard drive, I rather had just stream it and put it on YouTube and just keep it off my computer. And here's a little backstory to how this channel sort of grew. Okay, there was some guy that kept asking me questions about order flow trading. And this was back when cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, was really shooting through the moon back in December. Cryptocurrency was, it was close to $20,000 per Bitcoin. I never owned Bitcoin. I don't trade crypto. But the thing is, everybody was jumping on top of it. And a lot of my friends were starting to buy it who don't buy stocks or futures or crypto in general. Everybody was seeing how this thing was ripping up, and they thought it was easy money. And I had predicted the collapse of Bitcoin before it happened, and there was an online post about Bitcoin, and I was just warning how it's probably going to crash. And my reasoning behind it was a few things. Number one, it's December. When December rolls around, a lot of people have, bonuses. They have extra money. They're buying stocks or whatever, some sort of investment with that money because it's December. They got the money for it. A lot of people seem to just buy and sit on stuff in December. But on top of that, Bitcoin was about to go to the CME and become a futures traded product. And I was reading things about how hedge funds weren't going to even bother with Bitcoin because it's such a Wild West type product that a lot of people in the financial world who have some sort of credit to themselves just didn't want to mess with it. So we had holiday buying, we had such an extended up move, and then it was going to come to the CME. And I just felt that this was chasing a trade thing, and I was posting about it. And I had one guy who asked me questions about trading, because I did mention I was somewhat experienced in futures trading, and how something like this was just, it can't last, it's about to collapse. So this guy was asking me these questions, and he wanted to get into day trading. So what I started doing was I started taking videos, I started making videos of some of my trades or just explaining order flow in general, just for one guy, that's it. And I was just posting them on this channel for people to view publicly. But it was just intended for one guy. And I was okay with that. I was never had the intention of growing this channel, like I've said 100 times before. So he kept asking me questions, and I kept making videos and referring him to the videos, because I figured, it's easier to see a video, to have a video, and for you to replay it at your own leisure. And also, I'm somebody who I really do enjoy teaching in general. It's something I've always been somewhat passionate about. I've never done it professionally by any means, but I do enjoy teaching other people because I have a knack for it. I'm really good at breaking things down and explaining it to people. Because when I'm learning something new, I would consider myself a bit of a slower learner. I have to have things really broken down into every little piece of detail possible for me to totally comprehend shit. And I try to teach people the way I need to be taught. And it seems to be working. You guys like it. So about a year ago, a little more than a year ago, I had ended up putting a video out called How to Read a DOM. And that video, I just left it there, and I wasn't uploading anything on my channel. And I never really found any good DOM videos on YouTube when I was first trying to learn how to read one. So I ended up making this video, and let me find it real quick. I'm very curious to how many views are on it. 2,000 views right now, and I did it about 9 months ago, so it was definitely within the year. So it has 2,000 views. The thing is, I made that video because there wasn't anything really that good on Reading a Dom on YouTube. So I made the video, broke it down into the little bit of components so that anybody could understand it, and then I started to check it. Like, I just started to notice it was getting a lot of views. I noticed there was like 500 views. I'm like, holy shit. You know, I'm not making any videos right now, but I noticed this How to Read a Dom video is growing, and it kept going up. Hell, I remember when it was like 1,200 views. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And then I had subscribers slowly trickling in, and I want to say it's because of that video, the How to Read a Dom video. So I'm like, you know what? This channel is kind of growing. I might as well start posting some of my trades, just see how people like it. So I started to progressively post some trade videos, and the channel continued to grow. Currently, we're at 98 subscribers, which is fantastic. And there's I would say there's a good about 20 people who consistently watch my videos within 24 hours of posting them at this time. And I'm noticing there's a lot of repeat viewers just through comments and whatnot. And, you know, I want to help those that really want to learn this. Again, I'm not a professional by any means. I'm not a professional. But you guys really do enjoy the material. And the thing is, when it comes to learning how to do this, there's so much shit on the internet that I feel like there's a lot of scams as far as courses go. A lot of people, they may show you their P&L, but that could be fake, right? Think about it. And the thing is, when you have the ability to make a lot of money, whether it's through day trading or something else, such as real estate or whatever it is, cryptocurrency, crypto mining, whatever it is that has the ability to make someone a lot of money, and to work on your own time frame, to not have a boss, to not have to deal with anybody, that perks people's ears up. And people seem to be more willing to separate themselves with their hard-earned cash. And sometimes they get scammed out of their money buying courses. And I have to admit, I've been one of those people I've spent hard-earned money on shit education that just wasn't even fucking worth it. It was not worth it. And I feel that when it comes to educating other traders on trading, I think the bar needs to be raised. And some people may think, you know, you're sharing all this really good information and you're not charging for it. Why would you give up your edge? Well, the thing is, what I'm teaching you guys or showing you, remember, I'm not a teacher. I'm just a trader showing you my trades. I'm not at all losing an edge by any means, okay? I trade such small size that nobody's going to come in and take me for my small size. I'm not giving away any secrets. This is a skill-based game, and a lot of traders have a misconception that you can jump into this and make a lot of money relatively quickly. And I feel that simply is not true. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel that is not true to make consistent money. Okay, you may get lucky, you may have winning streaks, but maybe you're essentially gambling. And the thing is, this can be learned without it seeming like it's gambling. Okay? The reason I got into order flow trading was because I felt like I was gambling with technical analysis trading. I felt like I was constantly gambling. I'm like, something doesn't make sense. There has to be more to this for me to make an educated trade. And then when I found order flow trading, it made so much sense that I'm like, this is it. So, you know, I'm not giving away any secret sauce. I'm not giving away anything. I'm not giving away my edge. The edge comes with time. It's experience. You're essentially becoming an athlete, and the only way you're going to get good is by practicing, and that's it. And that's all I'm doing is sharing my trades. So, and that's the thing. When I go watch somebody else, I watch a lot of other traders on YouTube. I do, and then I also get hit with all the ads, just like all of you guys. I get hit with all the ads on Facebook, and I do like to look at them to see if they're scams or what have you. And I like to look at the reviews. I like to see if these people truly know what they're talking about and truly understand the market at a macro level, like order flow trading. I mean, order flow trading is the ultimate level on seeing what's happening. So I do like to look at that stuff. And the thing is, I become wary over the years. I don't... If a trader on YouTube isn't showing live trades like I do, I'm very... I don't really... I'm not trying to talk shit about them or anything like that by any means. I think we're all grown-ups here and we can respect each other. But the thing is, are you just trying to sell a course or are you a real trader? And that's something I want to figure out, because I'm always trying to continue to educate myself, just like you guys, right? Y'all are trying to educate yourselves as well. And when it comes to day trading, you don't stop educating yourself. You continue to educate, learn, and just fill your head up with as much information as you can. And there's a few channels that I go watch that I feel have credibility to them because they show actual live trades. That's what I want to see, and I know that's what you guys want to see. And I know that's why those of you who really like my stuff, and I see you through the comments, the likes, the subscriptions, those of you who really like my material, it's because I'm being transparent and I'm showing you a trade. That's what you want to see. That's what I want to see, right? So when it comes to looking at YouTube people, you have to be very careful on where you're getting your education from. And again, I'm not an educator. I'm merely a trader sharing my trades. And I don't charge for anything. Realistically, let's move on. What is this channel about? Realistically, I would like to put out more videos than I do. It is a lot of work. And I'm very busy in life. As soon as the trading day is over, I have other things I have to attend to. Essentially, I work 7 days a week. And as much as I would love to put out more videos, I would love to get paid for this because I love trading. I'm very passionate about it. I wasn't always like that, but once you understand something and you get it, you start to like it more, right? When you get into something and it's very difficult, like skateboarding, for instance. I've skated for several years of my life. Skateboarding is very fucking difficult. And it's very frustrating at first, but once you get it, you start to really like it. Same thing with trading. I love it so much. I do want to eventually get paid for showing you guys this stuff. Now, I feel free content is very important for people, but I don't have the credibility. I don't have the subscriptions to do that. And those of you who've been with me since the beginning, I thank you very much. And I just have so many ideas of where I would like to ultimately go. Eventually, I would like, I mean, this is way in the future, I would like to open a prop firm and teach other guys to trade and have them trade my capital, because I feel like through the way I teach, I could have a high success rate. And this is just a few things that I'm trying to achieve. You know, these are my goals and visions. And again, I want to be transparent with you guys because I feel transparency is the best way to do business with others. So that's kind of what this channel is about. And also, essentially, I'm building a library of videos. So when it comes time to start a prop firm and teach other guys how to, or women, to teach other people how to trade, I can also refer them to this YouTube page so that way they can watch stuff when we're not with each other or when the trading session's over. So that's essentially what this channel is about. I had to update it because the old video was before I realized that this thing's actually gaining traction, which I had no intentions of ever doing. And I have cruised through YouTube looking for someone who's doing something similar to what I'm doing, and quite frankly, I'm not seeing it. I'm looking. I've been actively looking to see if somebody else is doing this, and it seems like no one else is doing it. So I feel like I have a small niche area that there's really no competitors. And even if there was somebody else teaching what I'm teaching and they're doing what I'm doing, that's more education, really. Okay, and I would definitely go watch some other ES order flow trader who's constantly uploading trades and explaining their trades. I would definitely go watch their stuff because essentially I want to see if there's some sort of strategy or technique they use that I don't know about. And with this channel moving forward, and those of you who are newer or those of you who are a little more experienced, maybe you start to learn through my videos and you start to use some of my techniques, you're going to eventually develop your own trading style. Maybe you don't like the ES and you start to trade gold or crude or whatever type of market fits your personality. You know, maybe in the future you can share some techniques with order flow in other markets that I might be interested in. And also, one final note, okay, and I think this is a very important one. One final note here. By me showing you guys these trades and sharing my trades and teaching, quote unquote, I'm also learning through my videos. So when I break down trades, trade by trade, and physically speak into the microphone and try to explain what's happening to you guys, I'm also learning as well. And that's something that happens in some prop shops, okay? And those of you who are unfamiliar with prop shops, essentially it's essentially you teach other traders how to scalp or day trade, and then you give them your capital. That's essentially what a prop shop is. They can all be a little bit different, but there are a few prop shops out there that take the newer traders, they teach them, and once those newer traders start to turn the corner and start to understand how to do this, they are then put into a position where they teach the newer traders that are coming in. And when those traders start to turn the corner, they start to teach the newer generation of traders that come in. So it's a never-ending cycle of student, and then you graduate to teacher. And that's kind of similar in the martial arts world if any of you have done martial arts. You come in as a student, you don't know anything, you're taught, and then if you're there long enough, you start to teach. And by teaching, you become better through your teaching. So I do encourage those of you out there who are starting to get it, who are understanding it, to teach others, because you'll be surprised that it'll actually give you an edge, and you will start to learn through your teachings, and you'll start to trade a little bit better. So that's another reason this channel exists, is it actually helps me. I know it helps you guys, but it definitely helps me. And I want to do everything I can to become a better trader, because we all dream of those $10,000 days, right? And I think it's totally possible. It just takes time. It just takes time to get there. And the thing is, if you can't trade a one lot for shit, you have no business trading 2, 10, 20 contracts, right? You need to be able to master trading a one lot, and you need to be on top of your trade management. So I think that's enough ranting in this video. I know I really get into this shit, and I just sort of go off the rails. So I just figured, you know what? Let's update it. You know, I show you trades. I'll show you my P&L sheets. I'm a legit trader, and I want you guys to become legit traders. And for now, I'm going to just continue to attempt to put out a video as often as I can. And you know what? Keep the questions coming in. The channel is so small, I can handle it for now. It may eventually explode. I don't know. To the point where I can't even handle the questions anymore. So, you know, take advantage of it now. And you know what? You guys have a fantastic day.